Practice problem number 4 tells us in a system of two equations, the lines represented by each equation have the same slope. That's the only information they give us. No equations, no graphs, but we do know the key thing. The lines for both equations have the same slope. So I'd really be focusing on this idea of same slope for both of them. So that's the one key thing we know about this linear system. Part A then says which could be the total number of solutions to the system of equations. And it says select each correct answer. So that key thing there, which I'm going to highlight, select each correct answer, tells me that there's going to be more than one correct answer. So as I go through the answer choices, one possibility that we should have been thinking of, if we think back to practice problem 3, parallel lines, like this linear system, have the same slope. These lines are parallel due to the same slope and a different y-intercept. So one possibility, if we have the same slope, is they could be parallel lines, and parallel lines have no common solution. We need to think about a second possibility because there needs to be at least two correct answers here when they say select each correct answer. And the key thing you need to understand is parallel lines are two possibilities. They could be, parallel lines could be the result of the same slope. But the same slope could also be talking about some system that has infinitely many solutions. Here we see on this graph here, this linear system, these are two different equations graphed out. They look to be two different equations, but when graphed we see they're equivalent equations, and that's going to result in infinitely many solutions. So that's how we know E is the second correct answer here. As you work through part B, your explanation should be touching on some of the points we mentioned about if two linear equations have the same slope, what that means about the linear system and how many times the graph will intersect.